Hello everyone, welcome to my Alsace wine journey and another wine review. Today I'm really excited to bring you the Arthur Metz 2018 Sushi, and kind of neat wine. So let's talk a little bit about the winery first. Founded in 1904, it's now owned by Les Grands Chais de France. I hope I pronounced that right. Located in based out of Marlenheim, which is on the northern part of Alsace, the Alsace route, or the Couronne or the Golden Crown wine. It's like kind of a wine route a road that winds through all of Alsace, starting from the north. So that's where they're kind of located. Arthur Metz is a big producer, so they in total about 10% of the vineyards, I think, are kind of contracted to them. So I think they have some of their own wineries, but mostly buy grapes from other wine growers or with contracts. So they have about 450 contracts, about 1,100 hectares. So if you compare to some of the other wineries that I've reviewed that only have like 11 hectares, these guys are huge. They're really known. They're the first Alsace producer to produce Cremant D'Alsace, and you can look at my other wine video on that. I just did one with Domaine Zinc, and so I probably should buy one of their Cremant D'Alsace because they're known for this. They're the first ones that did it. About 50% of their production of their wines is Cremant D'Alsace, so they're a big producer, but they produce other wines, and this is one of them. So here's the bottle. You'll see it's a screw top, very attractive label. It says Arthur Metz Sushi. The design on there. I'm going to tell you what those words are. I think it's got to be the words for sushi, but I'll have that in the commentary section. And in the back, nice description of the wine. A bit about this wine, and I actually bought it because of the name Sushi, so I think it's kind of neat. As I've stated in other videos, most Alsace wines are they only can put their grape type is 100%. So their Gewurz, their Rieslings are all 100%. This is uncommon, but it's kind of a new trend. So maybe it's good. We can't, I have no opinion about this, right? It's kind of like, well, if it's good wine, it's good wine. So this is basically 60% Riesling, 25% Pinot Gris, 10% Muscat, and 10% Gewurztraminer, and 5% Muscat. And the reason I bought it is because it's called sushi, and I'm having sushi, so we're gonna try and taste it together, see if it is a good accompaniment to sushi. Now for the tasting of the wine. The color of this is kind of, I would say, light yellow, very light yellow, almost less than grain or straw yellow. On the aroma, I think you'll find it like grapefruit, citrus, a little bit of honey, and rose petals. So to me, the Gewurz element of this really comes out. Yeah, to me, that's you can smell the Gewurz component of this. On the taste, citrus notes, grapefruit, a little bit of honey notes. I really get the Pinot Gris part of this. It's funny because I think you check back, the major component of this is Riesling. It kind of gets hidden by the aroma of the Gewurz and the taste of the Pinot Gris. I really taste that. And now for the real test. I've got some great sushi, Iburi sushi from a local restaurant here called Minami. I'm going to try and taste a little bit of that with the wine and see how it goes. I think it's a good pairing. I wouldn't say it's like the only pairing that you could have with sushi, but it is quite nice and quite pleasant. It does, when I look at pairings, I look at, does it make the food taste better and does it make wine taste better? And I think it does. You have a little ginger with this. So what happens, like, and I like to, don't be afraid, right? The whole idea is you shouldn't be afraid. You should just eat with lots of food, with lots of wine, and just see if it naturally pairs. I had some ginger. I had some sushi with this. It actually does soften up the wine a bit, and it also brings out the seafood elements of the sushi. Which is the whole idea with pairing, right? We want to get your mouth cleansed so that you can taste the real. So I can taste the crab in this roll. I can taste the salmon in this roll. And then here, you get that nice, the acidity on it is a little bit, it's probably medium, but the body here is medium to medium plus, which is really good. If the only knock on this wine I would have is that it is, I would like a slightly little more acidity. That would be really perfect on this wine. That I would rate it a little bit higher. But other than that, it's a great wine. I think it's a nice tasting wine. Of course, not to age. Aftertaste is not going to be really long. It's not a complex wine. But if you ask me, does this go with sushi? Yes, it does, for sure. My final thoughts on this wine. Wine Spectre does not have a rating on this. To me, it's 87 points. Good wine. It's a little bit, I would like a little bit more acidity. I get the Gewurz on the aroma, the Pinot Gris on the taste. Is it a wine for sushi? I think it is. Is it the only wine or is it a perfect pairing? No, I don't think it's the only wine or is a perfect pairing, but it is a good pairing. I think people will like it. Well priced, and I've almost, like as you can see, in one sitting I polished off quite a bit very quickly. Very easy to drink. I don't think anyone will have a big problem with this if you serve this with sushi. Very acceptable. Until next time, happy drinking.